Yeah, I find a lot of university students find it hard to get like their first full-time role and at least get in the industry where they have this degree, but then actually getting it, applying it. So how was that process like for you in terms, finally getting your full-time role?
That's a good question. It wasn't that easy, I'll be honest with
Yeah.
you. I wanted to stay in Montreal, and Montreal is a French-speaking city
All right.
within
Yes. Yeah.
Canada. So, in order to get a role as a software engineer within Montreal, I had to be very fluent in French, which I wasn't at the time. So I was being, and when I say fluent, it's not just being able to speak French, but able to write and read. And it's just, we had to be literally a level 5 French speaker and writer, which I wasn't at the time. I was getting a bit disheartened, and it was contemplating, should I move to a different province, but my family was here and I didn't really want to move. So a friend of mine was working at Telus, and they were hiring at the time in their business help desk. It was a small, medium business help desk team at Telus, and they were supporting the Western Canada part of the country. So it was all English speaking that they were looking for. They weren't looking for bilingual. So she said, like, just join Telus. Telus is a multinational it's a national company. So all you have to do is get your foot in the door. I
Yeah.
was contemplating, I was like, I really want to do what I worked in. I want to work in software engineering. But you know what? I'm also looking for a job. Just for kicks, I did the whole interview. I did the test, I passed the evaluation, and they offered me the job. And I'm like, okay, I'll get into Telus, and maybe something will come up. And I think that's what happened. I got into Telus. I started off as the help desk agent for a month or so. And then they saw I was good. I was good at giving them ideas that this is how you can make things efficient. And they transferred me to a different part of the company. And as I switched to a different part of the company, I found another role in in their corporate office, which was more aligned to what I wanted to work in. The title was performance analyst, and I think this is what I would tell all our people who are listening. Don't worry about the titles. Worry about what the work you're doing. So performance analyst does not sound anything like anything remotely related to software engineering. But in essence, performance analyst, that role was helping build efficient systems while marrying business acumen and whatever technology that they had in place. So that was what that role in essence was. And I applied for it internally and I got it. And then when I moved to Calgary, that was the role I was doing. And that's what I did in TELUS. So
Got it.
every year I was working on something, some new project, some new cutting edge technology. So while I was at TELUS for the 6 years, and at that time, which was unheard of, using data analytics. So I think that is one of the great things. So what my learning from that is that you just have to keep on trying, and just if it's a company that you really feel that is a big enough corporation that you'll be able to move around in it. There's no harm in starting from the bottom ladder and then
Yeah.
moving all the way up. And I think that's what my journey has been, from where I'm at right now at UI. It's always been like, okay, let's just get my foot in the door and then I move on up and figure out what my role is and what my career needs to be.